Okay, this is a reading for Leo. I've done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, yeah, Leo. Okay. I've got a new candle, it's cinnamon chai. Halloween is over, okay. We are moving into Thanksgiving season. Okay, so I've got some Native American Indian style jewellery, like Apache style jewellery and desert jewellery and end of summer jewellery, bullhorns, lovely patterns, okay. And I've got some different cards. We've got the Cirque Tarot deck, which is very like antiquities looking, I love that. We've got the Blunt Truth. Okay, I like them for the colours, basically, with what's going on here. And I just wanted to like get away from anything spooky. I think these are very like kind of ritualistic looking, and we've got the Seasons of the Witch Oracle deck, which is kind of African style. How stunning is that? This is the Cirque Tarot deck. Love it. Okay, so first reading of the day. We've got to 88 subs on YouTube this morning, so absolutely made up. I would love to get to 100 before the end of, oh god, before the end of this half-term holiday, or certainly by the middle of next week. I think it'll happen, guys, because we're picking up pace now. I've realised it messes up the algorithm when I post, you know, like random stuff. So I'm going to stick to just doing your readings for you. It really took my views down. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like candles that have like a berry, like a sharp berry fragrance, but this is like a spicy cinnamon chai. It's wood wick and it's a crackle candle, so it was very expensive. However, the number of hours of burning that you get out of it, that's what you're paying for. Okay, so patented plus wick, crackles as it burns. It's very glam, but it makes the room smell nice without smoking it out. And I can light my sage off it so easily, because it's a nice big candle. I need to get a good whiff of the sage because it, like, you know, where you need to sort of get into a meditative state and relax like every muscle in your body, including, and I know this sounds weird, but your rectal muscles. When you're feeling anxious, you sort of like close them and tighten them. So you, in yoga, I used to go to hot yoga sessions. Someone would always pass wind. And it wasn't good, guys, because they were packing in the mats. Like, we were like top to tail in there, like in rows. And someone would always pass wind. It should be like deep breathing, like, you know, working on your posture, like practicing like deep breathing, because we shallow breathe when we're nervous. And really using your diaphragm, taking the time to like breathe in for 10 seconds, hold it for a few seconds and breathe out. I think they went too far with it. I nearly like ran out of air. does work though. You force your heart rate to slow down and you fill your lungs entirely with air. You know, use your diaphragm. Drop your shoulders, just get rid of all that tension. And for some reason, when you smell the sage, it really like makes you relax, like every muscle, including those ones. You for some reason, you just need to do that to like, you know, to relax and get into, you know, that right kind of vibe for reading. I don't normally take that long to do it, but I've just woken up, so. Okay, let's move those lovely cards to the side. It's your weekly love reading, Leo, so I'm going to do a 9-card spread. I'll get 3 cards for how you're feeling, 3 cards for how your person's feeling, and 3 cards for the outcome. I'll clarify, if I need to get clarification, I'll clarify why they feel the way that they feel. I'll get messages from them, and I'll get you some advice from Spirit, okay? Very nice, profound messages on these Seasons of the Witch oracles, okay? I'm going to blow out the candle because I get deep into the reader and it starts like spitting at me, which freaked me out yesterday. But we'll get the lovely scent as it dries out, okay? I love how much, like, how pigmented these cards are. They're so, like, so red. It stained the box that they come in. They're that pigmented. I get all my decks off Temu. All of them. This is the only one that I got from Etsy, and it was like, I swear it was like €50. It was very expensive, but I couldn't find it anywhere else, and it's probably like the authentic, you know, from the authentic person, but they're really good messages actually. It's full of positive and negative outcomes, so it feels very, you know, likely that you're going to get the truth. Try not to like bend my cards and handle them as much because it keeps them fresher. And it's a nice glossy, crispy, shiny deck because I haven't used it too much yet. I'll be doing some Native American Indian medicine wheel spreads beginning of next week. I'm just making sure to get your love readings done for the first week of November as a priority because I know you'll want those. Okay. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Leo's highest good. How is Leo feeling in this first week of November with regards to the one they're thinking of, dealing with or manifesting? 3 cards, please. Oh my goodness, the Temperance is coming out for everyone. 2 of Cups reversed, 2 of Wands reversed, Temperance reversed. So, if these were upright, you'd see that we would have two people that feel the same for one another with the 2 of Cups. Can you see this? Yeah. they each hold a cup for the other person. Okay, so it's about duality. 2 is a number of balance, fairness, duality. They have the same level of emotion for one another. Okay, it's a really nice match. The 2 of Wands is a choice between A or B, and making that choice. Okay, he's holding on to one of the ones and he has his back turned to the other one. It's a planning card. Okay, so once you know that you feel the same about one another, you can then make your plan. Okay, move forward. Temperance is, you know, it's alchemy. It's pouring from one cup into the other and back again and getting the right balance, and she's dipping her toe in the water. It's the major for Sagittarius. That would be a very positive spread because it would show, you know, serenity, being serene, calm, your emotions being settled by the fact that you know what's going on, you know where you're going, and that you both feel the same. With it reversed, it's obviously like struggling with the emotions because there's a lack of being able to make a choice, because there isn't even emotions. Your emotions are unrequited by the other person, or their emotions are unrequited by you. I would say, because this is your side of the spread, that you feel your person doesn't love you the same or have the same emotions, or they're just not into you as much. It's just about in shot, isn't it? Okay, let's get 2 more. Okay, that's aggressive. Yeah. So, confirming what I first was thinking, we now have the 4 of Wands reversed. Okay, an unhappy, unstable household. So this is someone that you live with, or it's not getting to the point where, yeah, I do think it's someone you live with, because we've got a Queen of Swords, we've got a Court card. So that's like when someone isn't moving to ask someone. Let me just explain. A page is observing. It's someone that's considering, you know, they've noticed someone that they'd like to date. A knight is someone who makes a move and asks a person out or is dating someone. A queen or a king is stationary because they're already in the relationship with someone. It's an established public relationship. You might have a home together, you might have children together. You're further into the journey, okay, of that relationship. Now there's disharmony because we've got a lack of cooperation here within a household. So the 4 of Wands, you see, if we turned these around, there would be cooperation, okay, and a blissful, happy public union where everyone's celebrating, lots of stability, like the 4 legs to a chair, the 4 walls to a house, you know, and it's public. Everyone knows that this couple are in love, that they are in union, you know, in it for the long haul, like they don't want to be with anyone else, and it's a cause for celebration. This is the 3 of Pentacles. Can be working together in a workplace, or it can be working together in general. The Queen of Swords, she's somebody that Swords is facts, the truth, communication, you know, an excellent orator, writer, speaker, very cerebral. It's head over heart, kind of logic, strict logic, okay. Doing thorough research, so she was upright and they were both reversed, right? If the Queen of Swords was reversed, I'd say it's somebody who's blocked communication, or they're using really harsh words, you know, and speaking or writing in a really harsh way. When swords are misused, they really damage people, they cut deep, okay? But she's upright, so all she's doing is following what makes sense. You know, it's logical that things are not working. So I think you're using your intellect, and you just know, you know, head over heart, this is done. I don't think you're under any illusions. And you might be speaking that truth to your person and just calling them out on it and being like, you know what, you're not being the same with me, you're being different with me, or this hasn't been right for a while and it's not good enough for me. Like, it just isn't making any sense, you know. Or I want to, you know, discuss this. Let's get one more. The Ten of Swords in the challenge position. So the Ten of Swords upright is you literally getting pain, fear, anxiety. You're getting attacked from all angles, okay? It's heavy emotion. Could be arguments, okay? It's pain, right? Very, very painful situation. The good news is 10 is the most pain you can feel, and then the cycle has to end. You've reached the end of the cycle. The numbers 1, 0, 1 through to 10, and then it resets back to 0, where you're the Fool and you're ready to take a leap of faith into something new, a new chapter, or close the book and start a new book. So you're at the end of this. I think there may be a few more days of disagreements, arguments, or finding out painful truths, because swords are also clarity and communication. So it might be that you're just at the end now of like getting clarity that, yeah, this is done. She's ready to sever, you know, the ties, I think. Ooh, that's a lot. If that's what you're going through, do not envy you for that at all, because I've been there. Right, let's see what's going on with your person. I'm sure you're dying to know. 3 cards for Leo's person, please, the one they're dealing with. Yeah, the 7 of Wands reversed. So when the 7 of Wands is upright, it's someone who is determined to make progress, to gain the advantage, to climb higher, to get to the top of whatever challenge. Because that's reversed, they're unwilling to work at this anymore. They've given up. okay? It's like when, you know, if you do like abseiling, which I wouldn't because I hate heights, but then you kind of get like a bit of a way up and then you kind of jump away from the wall and you let yourself come down. That's what this person is doing. That's what your person is doing. There's a lot of wands here, which is unsurprising. There's a lot of swords here, which is unsurprising given, you know, it's determination, weakness, losing strength, and, you know, gaining clarity. That's the overall vibes of this reading, okay? The truth, the harsh truth. The star, okay? So major for Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or this person just could be in a period of, I'm not fighting for this anymore. I've lost the battle. Now it's time to heal, okay? Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is investment, it's building, it's the future. It's working hard to, yeah, well, Pentacles are money. This person is a skilled labourer, a tradesman. He's working with metal like an iron mason, you know, or something, and he's very muscular, you know, he works incredibly hard all day in front of the fire. It's a very, it's a sense of like determination to build, yeah, to get financial security. Let's get 3 for the outcome. So in the challenge position, we've got the Two of Pentacles. So when the Two of Pentacles is upright, it's 2 is a number of balance. It's trying to juggle 2 priorities, okay? There's a war going on between 2 ships. There's a small, nimble, fast ship. And there's one that is heavy and slow, but it's extremely powerful and can do a lot of damage. We've got the juggler holding the 2 pentacles, so it's like, which do I invest in? Like, which do I put the most time in? Which is my priority? I don't know. And we've got 8, you know, which is like, it's like the infinite juggling of like, that's the challenge, is like, do we carry on with this? Do we keep trying to, you know, keep all these balls in the air, keep juggling and struggling, you know, to keep the plate spinning, or do we just drop the ball, you know, like we choose to just stop the struggle? Now this was a message that came out for the last reading, which was, did it come out for Cancer? Or am I getting mixed up with? No, it might be in Gemini. Might be in Gemini, you know. Like a divorce going on. So you could have Gemini placements. You could have Aquarius placements. You could have some Earth placements, because we've got Pentacles. We've got the major for Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Leo, or someone with Aquarius placements. Someone with Wands, someone with Pentacles, so it's fire and earth. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Hierophant, okay, we've got the Major for Taurus. Now the Hierophant is the teacher. He's learnt so many difficult lessons that he's ready to explain them to other people now and to teach others. You had that, I'm sure you had Taurus showing up in your last reading. This is lessons learned through a 3D reality. It's lessons learned through life. The High Priestess is about following your intuition, being connected to spirit, believing in fate, destiny, you know, intuitively, spiritually, like going on a quest, you know, to do what you think is like meant to be. The Hierophant is the teacher. It's someone who's lived so many harsh experiences that they are so wise, and they want to share those experiences with others and teach others what they've learned, okay? We don't evolve when we're never challenged, okay? It's when we're challenged. It's when we're going through really, really difficult times that we experience the most growth, okay? Personal growth. So you could be dealing with someone who has Taurus in their chart, or you may have some Taurus in your chart. You could be dealing with someone who has Aquarius in their chart. Let's get one more for the outcome. The Knight of Swords, an urgent message. Now, this person is on horseback because they're going to gallop, you know, they're going to travel to the place where their person is, and they're going to deliver an urgent message. Communication, facts, truth, revelation, clarity. It's going to be one that's made with a lot of wisdom and sound judgment due to life experience. We're going to stop juggling. That would be the outcome. Okay, so perhaps facing the reality that things are just not how they were. No, I think you're the Knight of Swords because you are showing up as the Queen of Swords, so you're going for logic, the truth, you know, delivering clarity. And you see this as malfunctioning, okay, dysfunctional relationship that's causing your emotions to be all out of whack, and it's been incredibly painful. And you're at the end of a cycle. So I think this is you using wisdom and judgment to end it. Now, possibly this person is just wanting to recover for themselves financially, or they could be wanting to invest in a future with you. But because they've got the Star, which is healing, and because they've got the Seven of... They could have been struggling financially because they got the Seven of Wands reversed, so it was like they were, you know, like snakes and ladders. Instead of going up the ladder, they ended up on a snake and sliding back down to the bottom. It might not be financial, it could just be a sense of investment generally into the future, you know, like giving someone time and energy. But when finances are not good, it puts a lot of stress and pressure on the relationship. So it could be that, or it could just be that they stopped fighting for it, they've healed, and they're moving forward. But I think you're going to deliver a harsh truth. Let's get messages and see if it helps. Message for the Seven of Wands reversed for Leo's person. I see signs about you everywhere. I think they are sad that this didn't work. They don't feel that they were strong enough to make this work for you. Perhaps they don't have as much money as they'd like, or they're not as solid and reliable as they'd like to be. They know that, you know, it's caused problems for you as a household, the way that they are or what they failed to achieve. They are going to heal from it though. I've seen the future. With you, I want you by my side. I'm affected by cosmic and collective energies. They're healing, okay? They're forgiving themselves for letting you down. And now they want to invest. So it depends on you, Leo, what you want, because they want to work on it. And I feel like you're so done with this painful cycle, and you're using, you know, these harsh lessons to now make a... Well, you're certainly going to give them what for, but I think you want to end it. Because that sword's being wielded. It's an urgent message. You're using wisdom and intelligence. I want to date you. Yeah, they want to. They want to make up, they want to apologise, they want to work at this, they don't want to give up on this marriage, this union, this long-term relationship that you've built, you know, this home that you've built, they don't want to go up. They want to work hard and grow financially, so taking a course, you know, in a professional qualification, going and, you know, doing an apprenticeship to get a trade, or multiple trades, or add more, you know, strings to the bow. They want to start a business and grow a business and work for themselves, or they want to join, you know, another branch or organisation where there's more opportunities for growth. They want to invest in the future. They're not ready yet. They recognise that it's their fault, okay, because they didn't make the climb that perhaps they promised they were going to, or there were delays, you know, to progress, or they got tired, or something just didn't work out in terms of growth, competition. They lost the competition for, you know, something they were going to get, like a job or a promotion or something. I mean, they're clear on what they want, but it's your choice, isn't it? You don't have to carry on with anything. You don't have to be with anyone. It's been a very painful cycle. I think you feel that you have the wisdom. You know what you want to do. I don't know what message you're going to deliver, but you are going to do it, and it's going to be imminently. Let's get you some advice. Embodiment. Now unsown from the flesh, a most alluring lullaby stills my pain. Oh, as the skies bleed for my heart and the embodiment I am to claim. Wow. you're going through a massive transformation, okay? You're ending this painful battle, this painful cycle where you're getting attacked from all angles. You're freeing yourself. Yeah, you're being released from entrapment, mental entrapment, mental anguish. I think you're going to tell them it's over, it's done. You have to do what's best for you. You know, and if it feels really nice to just stop, then you've got your answer. Okay. Interesting food for thought there. When a relationship is right, it's just easy. Okay, it just flows. If something is extremely painful like that, if you can't make progress, if you feel that somebody doesn't have the same emotion for you, the same loyalty as you have for them, you know, that's the saddest thing in the world. You can be in a relationship and be one of the loneliest people ever because you feel like, well, officially I can't have anybody else in my life, or I can't even go on a date to have that potential of a future. I have no room for hope. I am in a union with someone that doesn't care for me anymore, and that's horrible. That is really horrible. Or they bring drama, or they just aren't it. They're not like supporting the relationship properly. They're not showing up for it. They're not showing up for you. You feel like wallpaper. You feel like you're funding their life. You feel like they're not advocating. They could be like good with money, but they're just not looking at you the way that they used to. There's no excitement, there's no passion there. There's so many marriages where people just expect you to carry on without intimacy, and it's like, how am I supposed to recover from a stressful day when you're kind of like wanting to just shake hands and go to bed? Like, I need our souls like to intertwine. I need to like feel like you're my ride or die, like it's us against the world. I know that's very important to Leos. And I know that you are fire sign, you are relentless, you are unrelenting, sorry, you want growth constantly, you want progress constantly. And if things are stagnant, dysfunctional, if someone's being too slow, rightly or wrongly, it's a mismatch for you and you won't be able to stand it. You just won't. You know, you move at speed. So perhaps this is, because we've got the Hierophant and we've got the star, perhaps this is a fixed sign, like like a fixed earth sign. So they make progress. They are not lazy, they are hard working. However, they don't run at the same pace as you. And you could find that very frustrating, you know. You might have wanted more growth, or just have bigger ideas than what this person has. I mean, Leos can be impatient as well. It could be a flaw of yours, but as I say, if it just isn't making you happy, then it just isn't making you happy, right? So have a really good think about whether um, whether you can wait, whether you should wait, because if this person is very special to you, maybe you need to look at your own approach to this. Maybe you need to realise you're being impatient or you're being pushy or domineering, because Leos can be like that. You are the king of, the kingdom. You are the head of the pride. You are very, alpha and fiery and egotistical, and sometimes you can get ideas beyond your station, and it's not even achievable, but you blame it on the other person because it's like, well, we just need to keep pushing forward, and fire signs can do that. So make sure that you are really asking for what's actually achievable and not grandiose, plans, schemes. You're not being domineering. I don't think that you are, because if you were, you'd have something like the Emperor reversed, like someone who's overbearing, domineering. You're just sitting in your truth as the Queen of Swords. You could be getting angry if you've got, you could be getting angry or frustrated. You got the Temperance reversed. You feel this person they're not as loyal, because you've got the Two of Cups reversed. But it has genuinely made you really distressed. You know your situation, because this is a reading for the collective. It's a reading for a lot of Leos. So try to go with your heart, not with your mind, because you might be regretting it later if you go to logic. I do think it's possible to get rid of the right person for the wrong reasons. Because everything's so dependent upon having the right finances, we often pick people because they've got the right finances, and then we get a house and then we move in and we think, yes, I'm achieving. It's because I picked this person, and then after a few months you're dividing assets. And so just beware, because I'm 39 and I've seen it and I've experienced it. You want someone because they love you, because they add to your life, because they're being fair, they're contributing in lots of different ways, like contributing around the house, contributing financially as they can, and that it works, because there's lots involved in a functional, successful relationship. It isn't just fancying each other, it isn't just being in love. It's wanting the same things and being able to accept each other. Like, if you have very different paces, that's not necessarily them being a bad person, but they're going to grow at a different rate to maybe what is acceptable to you. Like, you might just find that absolutely intolerable, but it doesn't mean that they're wrong and you're right. Maybe there's something urgent and you need to get security more quickly because your circumstances are less favourable than theirs, so you want to secure a house, for example, more quickly, where they aren't in as much of a rush, and they just haven't got that kind of pace that you've got or urgency that you've got. That doesn't make their way wrong and your way right. It's subjective. Okay, so now, unseen from the flesh, a most alluring lullaby stills my pain as the skies bleed for my heart and the embodiment I am to claim. You might choose to have an ego death and drop the ego and value this person, or you might choose to go with what you believe is the right thing and end it because you're just a mismatch, okay? And I would explain it like that. I wouldn't say you're too slow or you're like this or you're like that, because you can really scar someone saying things like that to them. It's not necessary. Just say, like, I think we've got different, like, different ways of doing things. We come from very different backgrounds, and I need, you know, perhaps like someone who's, I don't know how to word it, guys, but don't use what someone's probably their own insecurities, don't use them as reasons not to be with them, because you're going to do a lot of damage. Try to think of the best way to word it. You know, express that it's painful, express that it's absolutely gutting and you did want it to work, but you just don't feel like it's natural. You know, you've both tried and it just isn't natural anymore. You did want this, but you're really sorry, and you know that you, for many reasons, like, you just don't feel the same, and it's actually really sad. But you've got to do what you think is right, and you know, explain that there isn't anyone else, because I don't see a sense of anyone else. Just say, look, there's no one else. I just feel like this isn't like, this isn't it, it's not doing it for you, and you're really sorry, you're gutted about that because you genuinely wanted it to work. And, you know, I'm sure, like, you've got a great future ahead of you, and, you know, I don't wish anything bad for you. I care a lot about you, but I don't think I can, like, oh, it's really, like, it's not, I don't envy you having to, like, finish it, but if that's what you feel you need to do, you need to do it. Alright, take care, Leo. Hopefully you can word things better than me. And I'll see you in the next one. If this doesn't resonate at all, please don't panic and think that your marriage is over because you watched a reading where a Leo, you know, was dealing with somebody and they weren't into them anymore. If you're into your person, you're happily together, like, please don't worry about it. Or if you're single and you're not with anyone, it's obviously not your story. So just, it doesn't matter, like, just let it go. Do you know what I mean? But if you're like, shit, yeah, I've been wanting to, like, end my marriage or end my, you know, living situation with this person, then just have a think about how to word things, but don't have thoughts like that and wait for a long time, because it's not fair on the other person. Try to just say, like, you know, I think we are matched less than what I thought, and keep it vague like that, okay? Alright, take care and I'll see you in the next one. Sorry, Leo, I forgot that I hadn't pulled messages, you know, for the outcome cards. But what I was saying seems to be correct, because we've got, for the Two of Pentacles, which is you trying to make a decision, I'm quiet to protect you from my ego. So you're worried about hurting their feelings. For the Hierophant, trying to use, you know, everything you've learned to make the right decision. I'm undecided about us. I need time to think this through. Don't rush me. And then for the Knight of Swords delivering a message, it's I regret the choices I've made. So I do think that you're saying you've decided you're done with it. Okay. Just, I wanted to add that on because I forgot.